Priority 1 transmission from the spokesman. The Resistance has a VIP operating out of this area in need of immediate extraction. Advent forces are on alert nearby. Be prepared to engage and eliminate any hostile contacts. Secure the area and escort the VIP to safety.
Greetings, hello, welcome back to more Long War of the Chosen. And brand new vanilla campaign.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
Game giving me some very nice information here.
So your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
Not only did we see 3 enemies here on top of the building near the evac zone, there was also the sound of some turrets. So there's very likely a turret being somewhere in this area. Now we do have a shinobi. Yes, okay. So let's have you... This is a very short map, right? So this road goes here, goes up there, up here. We have a building here, another building there. And this is pretty much all very open. So we can either go to the right, use those buildings. That causes us to have a bit of a longer way, or we try to maybe use these buildings, go through the turret. Kind of depends on what else we find here. But yeah, I would always say, you know, when at the start of a mission, take a second, look at the map. Now, of course, because I've played a fair few hours of this game, I kind of recognize the map layout. Now, maps not always look the same. You know, they are set. The maps are set up from kind of random tiles, but the layout is the same. So it's always like the road is, you know, this way, but then this could be a building or a large building or a small building, or maybe it's like a little park or whatever. So anyway, long story long, let's look.
Okay.
Oh, look at that turret. Who would have guessed that? Oh, I know, I did. So cannot really move in one turn close enough to attack it this turn, at least not with our gunner. Or ranger. Sniper can't quite get on the high ground in one turn. So I think I'm gonna move Amy further up. And we're gonna go left here with everybody.
Bestätigt. Eine feindliche Patrouille.
That's a lot of enemies right there. That of course will change my mind a little bit on what we do here. So we do have some tiles. Okay, that triggers the turret. Not sure where exactly we need to be to trigger the sectoid. There's the risk. It's tempting to run in here, but then we jump through a window, and the sound of the glass break-in might put them yellow alert, and I kind of want to avoid that if possible. I also only see the sectoid. I don't see all the other troopers who might have a better line of sight. That doesn't really entice me to go any closer there. Let's have those two start there. I'll bring you in here. I don't think you get much value out of the flamethrower. I want you a little bit closer to potentially get some grenades in. Now, good old rule of thumb is, if no enemy is active and no enemy is on yellow alert, you don't need cover, right? Okay, how about we run back here and then
Stepping
there.
off. Maintaining position.
Wypatruję wroga.
Away from us. No, never mind.
Szlakby to.
That hit somebody? Alright. Gunner, Snake, Trooper, and then a Sectoid Double Trooper who's still up there. Okay, okay. Can work with that. But I think we have to work with that in a bit of an aggressive way. Now, so let's talk about civilians on maps and why they really should have gone home at some point. Oh, hang on. That might not actually hit a civilian. So if you, oh, that's perfect. If you kill civilians, you have a chance to lose willpower on your soldiers, and then they're tired, etc., etc. Blah blah blah, all that stuff. So ideally, you want to avoid that, but of course, the lives of your soldiers and the success of the mission is more important. Then again, you know, if you can avoid hitting them, then you can do that. I think we avoided more than just hitting the civilians. We also avoided hitting the enemy. Great. So I'm kind of tempted to take a shot on the turret here with Andy, simply because he does have AP rounds. The turret has 2 armor. That's kind of what he's here for. Let's see if we can get a grenade on both of these guys. Probably can't. Can't even... Oh, we can get a grenade on this guy. Alright. We're looking at 50s down there and terrible shots up top. Is there a chance to get a flank? No. Alright, I did say I want to shoot the turret, but I would need to roll max damage to actually kill it. And I probably need some more shots to kill these two. Probably grenade up here and then shots down there. So I think we just leave the turret alive this turn and see what we can get done here. I should, though, probably start with you. Sounded good. You know, let's take the second shot with you.
I got nothing.
So ideally, I want to probably reload if someone else can pick up the kill here. Alright, let me use a grenade to get the guy up top. I can find that spot again.
Boom!
Was on the outer edge, could roll from a 1 damage, which would be kinda sad. Alright. Have a quick check if something is on our right here. It's not We no longer see the turret, which is a little bit inconvenient. So I just
Begebe mich zum Ziel.
sneak back in there. So those guys heard the shots. They're on alert now. They might be coming in our direction. They might just be sitting around back there, making zombies, showing us where they are and where I need to launch my grenade. Oh, the gunner survived that.
Pudło, zastrańcu!
Yeah, there was no dude died message. I just assumed. Alright, so
Here I come.
now here's the thing, we know that they are there. I could launch the frag grenade and potentially take out both troopers. Or I use the flashbang that gets rid of the zombie.
Take this.
I think we're gonna take the trooper kill. Hopefully. Now that doesn't activate the enemy because we didn't have line of sight to them. The turret is really getting on my nerves. I think we need to start, or see if we can kill it this turn.
Come on, focus.
We missed it. That's terrible. That's really bad. Would try breaking line of sight to the turret. The turret has squad sight, so if some enemy gets direct line of sight to my guys back here, then he can take shots. But if we just break line of sight here, right, on the car maybe, that could work. Not sure if the turret has line of sight in here, through the open door, through roof. Let's see.
Zrozumiano.
Did not activate the sectoid up top.
Granat poszedł.
Well, that cured his headache.
Certainly gonna put in a good word for you if we make it out of here.
So that still leaves us with the problem of the zombie. Those zombies have 10 tiles of movement, so he can probably come down here and smack us. So let's see if we can get a flashbang on where I hope I remember where the sectoid was.
I demand answers!
Cancel the zombie. Cancel culture, finding another victim.
Watch and learn, kiddo.
Halte Position.
Another group coming in from there. They are activating, which might give the turret line of sight.
How's about no?
I did not think he could shoot me here,
Seeing red there.
because then I would think I would also be able to shoot him, right? That's why I was checking here, so I can see the turret from here. So it's not a matter of range. it's a matter of objects being in the way. But apparently, squad side and the sectoid seeing me allows him to shoot around the lampposts. Okay, game. Very interesting. A completely new approach to line of sight I hadn't thought about. What?
You can't handle me.
And he making up for his miss last turn. See that guy, okay. If I can get a flamethrower in there. If not, if I can teamwork.
Double time it.
Okay.
Just be glad I'm on your side.
So I can come in here. Take a shot through the full cover, point blank range. Just probably around
Closing on target.
80-ish? 73, that counts as 80-ish.
Drinks are on me.
Don't beat me. Right, sorry, that was my Discord making noise here. Everybody checking their Discord messages. Ooh, new notification. So I can come up here, have a shot out in the open on the sectoid. Well, ballistic SMG is probably not gonna kill him. I think we're gonna take 2 shots at 46. Yeah, it's just doesn't feel good. Feel good. There's no way with our pitiful mobility that we can reach him to slash him.
No, nie.
So that does 2 things. First of all, cancels the overwatch. Second of all, it does some damage.
Tired of waiting around.
Horsemen's are yellow. Yeah, I can't be waiting around. I need to take some risks here.
How many is that now?
Worked out. Alright, so we've got these jerks over there. We're coming in. So we're gonna overwatch here.
None won't be none.
Feuerschutz.
And they're not doing anything. Okay.
Ziehe los.
So we either just gonna throw a grenade at them, but we don't hit all 3 of them. I think we're just gonna take another sniper shot. No, we're not. God, if you already were on high ground, that would be so much better. Alright, so here's something that I like to do, which tries to play a little bit with their AI, right? So it's a drive-by activation. So I'm running through a tile that they see. It's in the target preview, I see the officer from here, but I end my movement outside of their vision. So they activate, but then they don't know where I am. They don't see anyone from my squad, from their position. So then they scatter into positions that might be easy then for me to exploit and flank with my other guys to take shots at. Or it might just really be terrible and I don't know how the turn ends then. So that officer at least listened to my plan and successfully moved into position that I can easily flank with my gunner. So that's great. That's really appreciated. Like your work. Big fan. Before we continue that though, really like to do some little bit of damage first. Then we're probably gonna dash you up for a ever vigilant flank. And you could do this. Yeah, I think it's about time we reveal. We know the last group is back there. Well, was back there 5 turns ago. So that sounds reliable. You just have to dash up. Okay, if we slash him, then we can't obviously throw the grenade. You're not in range to throw your grenade, right? Stretch a little bit. A little bit more? No? Let's just take the shot. Glorious.
Death sure does suit you.
Okay, in that case then, we can come in here with this good old slash. One way to put it. Here's a question. Can you move out? Open the door for me? No. Well, actually, I'm not sure if that gives me line of sight to the trooper because there's some weird physics line of sight issues with these cars. So if you see from here, from this position, I'm not flanking this trooper, even though I should be leaning out to that tile. That tile is on his range, so I should be able to kill him. But that's not the case. Like, I'm not... I don't think if you're standing here, you actually have line of sight straight up. Like, sure, I'm flanking him here, but that's because I'm leaning out to this tile and then see him. Anyway, yeah, I kind of need to shoot you now, hopefully. With that.
Finally.
We might want to drop a flashbang on both of them here.
Heads down.
Keep the VIP moving.
Affirmative.
Flamethrower a little bit up. And I think our sniper just needs to catch up. Need to get to the evac point. Very interesting. So the engineer just stands still and shoots. cancels my Overwatch that way. But is himself still being flanked by me? Similarly, this guy is flanked by my gunner here.
I do love my job.
That's pathetic.
Dobra, ciśniemy.
That was not much better.
Beim nächsten Mal treffe ich ihn.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
Nearing strike range.
I think we just have to set this guy on fire, please. No, we're not doing that. We're just gonna suck with everybody here today. Interesting approach. Wouldn't have been my first choice, but okay. I don't even have like he's probably gonna run, but I don't really have a good Overwatch here.
Ready to go.
He might set himself on fire though when moving. I think his tile is on fire.
Let's do this. I'm on it. Shot failed to connect.
Yeah, okay, he's burning. If he was really smart, he would
Schon angesenkt.
run through that puddle over there and get that fire out of his system. Alright, reinforcements are ticking. We know there's a group of 3 up ahead. Let's see. Don't like that my gunner is this far back, but I think we need to just keep
Schon
moving.
unterwegs.
Potentially activate them.
Hier sind Advent-Truppen.
Okay. And since I activated them from the right side, I might be able to take advantage of that. I saw that the Overwatch dude, sentry, whatever it was, ran to the side of the building back there. 85% shot at him. Do we see him? No, you don't see anything. E?
Approaching target now.
Like the engineer we can ignore, right? He is gonna take at least 1 point of damage from the burn. That's completely handled. Yeah, no, okay, you also don't burn. Alright, that's cool. That was a little bit lucky, but I'm taking a little bit lucky with a dose of that's not XCOM, baby.
Zu Befehl.
Running.
The sectoid should do some psionic stuff here. Either raise a corpse or mind spin.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
It doesn't look safe moving here. But let's be realistic. Where could the sectoid go to flank? To this side? No, he's flanking himself against my gunner. In front of the car, flanking to my tank. So I don't think he really has a position to threaten me here. Maybe I can get something done next turn then. Or you just stay stationary and raise a zombie. Ah, that's fine too. It's running and
Sie haben mich getroffen.
shooting. It's kinda not very nice. Okay, reinforcements coming in. Don't have any follow-up. You can blap him with the double-barreled shotgun here.
Ida.
Alright then. What was that? Alright, can you somewhere get line of sight on that gun? Okay. That. And all in on Amy.
Feindliches Ziel erledigt.
Here I come.
Ready to fire.
You don't have to tell me twice. Just what the doctor ordered.
Conditioning PCS is not the best find we could get here at this point, but yeah. Alright, what kind of reinforcements? I see a stun lancer and a trooper. And they're over near the gas station. Okay.
Get down here! Not fair if I have all the fun. No joy here.
I got nothing. They got me flying on the side.
I'm not sure how long I can maintain this.
That cover's gone. Interesting that the stun lancer moved to a spot where he's flanked like that. First things first, you cannot reach anyone, okay. Anyone here with a grenade left? Yes.
Da ist.
I don't think the next reinforcements are something I have to worry about.
I'm a bad, bad man.
Okay, that helps a lot.
Could do this all day.
Rubber's on the road and the kids are in the back seat. Grenade!
Move, move, move.
Bin schon dabei.
Got it.
Right. Just have to get out now.
VIP in Sicherheit und bereit zur Evakuierung.
16 enemies killed
VIP is secure.
on a 10 to 12 mission.
Sure thing. Armchair.
Let's move already.
That, I guess, includes 2 zombies.
Solid copy.
Approaching target now. The rubber's on the road and the kids are in the back seat.
Okay.
Kick rocks.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Flawless mission. Wonderful, wonderful. Good job, everybody. A little bit dreamy here.
I hope you're ready to be famous.
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred today.
I'm glad to see our new recruits aren't hesitating when it comes to taking out the aliens.
Bunch of promotions, that's what I like to see. Alright, so I think I kind of decided that I want to get a Stealth Shinobi going. So we're gonna pick up Ghostwalker. Stealth Shinobi Officer, for me, is then really primarily for network towers, to be able with Ghostwalker and Covert get into the end of a network tower mission and hack the objective there. For the rest of the missions, you're gonna sit in stealth, provide recon, and command the squad, basically. We always pick up combatives, no matter what we have on our Shinobi, because that's just too good to have. The rest is kinda on the fence. Like, evasive is nice, but if you're sitting mostly in stealth, that's not gonna help. We could pick up hit and run, like, if you're gonna shoot, then at least you're gonna do something. And we might get some damage out of lethal if we take that, even, right? That's the big question. I'll have to think about this once you reach those ranks. For now, you're staying there. Alright, Andy is gonna pick up Center Mass. So that gives him 1 additional damage each time he shoots. That's really gonna help securing those kills and keeping this death from above chain going. Here we always said we're going full flamethrower. So we're going to get Napalm X, chance to panic enemies that we're attacking. So this, by the way, has 2 effects. First of all, we just saw on this mission, the 2 enemies that we flamed, we didn't set them on fire. Now I can never remember the exact percentage. I think it's 65% to set an enemy on fire. It could be a little bit less. So if you have bad luck with setting them on fire, you have an additional chance to control them by panicking them. That's one thing. The other thing is the panic also works against enemies that are immune to fire. So if you have a big group with an Andromedon in the middle or like a Purifier that are immune to fire, you still have a chance to panic them. And that's really some great additional value in that perk. Alright, I have to put my money where my mouth is, right? We're gonna take covering fire. Remember the mission we just played. There was a situation where covering fire would have allowed us to actually get a value out of Overwatch. Because the engineer shot at us while we were flanking him, right? And cancelled our Overwatch that way, and with covering fire we would have at least gotten a shot off. Couldn't have killed the engineer, but you know, it would have been value. Would have reduced his aim, might have even caused him to miss. And for you, we're gonna do one more full-on damage grenade build. I know we have a flashbanger here, I don't care, I want more needle grenades. Boosted cores. That's the usual fun thing here, right? This kind of stuff. Bam. Here we freaking go. That is another assault, putting us at 4 assaults now. Okay. 50 mobility, 77 aim. That feels like that's a lot of aim for an assault. Like, holy crap. 65 on Lance Corporal with Renata. And he has 72 at Squaddy. So other assaults. My hero, 72 at Corporal. So, Shadow Strike is interesting for any sort of trench gun and or street sweeper action. For a second I was thinking, you know what, with that high aim, I have for a long time not built a stun gunner assault, which we could then even consider. I've done that 6 campaigns ago in a LWotC campaign, building a rifle assault that goes for long-range hit-and-run flanks, which is okay. I'm not sure that that's really the vibe I'm getting here from this on the XCOM row, although we could definitely maybe go into some pistol skills with that also. That I've been ignoring pistol skills too much. I think we need to go more into that. For now, there's actually really no competition. We're gonna take lightning reflexes. We kind of saw in that mission just now, we didn't have any assault, and the enemy overwatches were a little bit bullying us, I want to say. Let's have a bond available between Alpha and Green Day. You probably need some time off though, or a focus PCS if we have one. We can scan for some alloys. I'd prefer some Illyrium, but we can take the alloys, that's fine. Okay, that puts us then into the situation. We still have this mission here for a specialist to infiltrate.
Commander, we currently have no new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Okay, so we've got 2 fresh psyops, and then the squad that was just on the mission, and the new soldier from the reward. Yeah, let's just check who we can throw in there.
Setting course for the West Asian Corridor.
That's a good start. They both still have decent enough willpower. It is a concealed starter mission, so the flamethrower opening should give us some nice value. Also, you know, powering up that bond between the two guys. Then I want Amy on this for some scouting. I definitely want my psyops. I want to give them XP, want to get them leveled up. Now, your aim kind of sucks. You have decent mobility. I'm like thinking, should I give her a shotgun? Then she would be down to 15. No, 13 mobility. Nah, you know, I don't like it. We might just keep that rifle on you. Or maybe not. I mean, we've got the mind Soulfire every other turn. That, considering that it's mostly still running into basic troopers that are a guaranteed kill with Soulfire, I think we're probably good like this. Use on one slot. I want some willpower recovery here on Green Day. And that means I probably also wanna have Alpha back. So I can bond them up, send them on a mission together. Renata also needs some more willpower recovery. I think we're just gonna bring Zhang. And we're taking this at 10 to 12. Alright. Now there is the risk that we might get a retaliation, and this is probably one of those missions that has the lowest value right now. So that we might, you know, if the retaliation comes, this is the one we cancel to get people back. Or if we discover a Liberation 2 mission here. Since we just completed at the end of last episode Lib 1 here. Just completed? I think we just completed it. Look, it's been 4 days since my last recording session. By the way, if you haven't seen it yet, I have updated the description with a link to the list of the mods. It's not a Steam collection, because unless you are able to just add all your mods to a Steam collection, I have a script for that, that's easy, but I have like subscribed to 350 mods and half of them are in this playlist. And manually adding each and every one at a time, and each time the website refreshes, I think doing that gets you in conflict with Human Rights Court. Like, even if you're doing it to yourself, it's like self-torture is still torture. Yeah, can't do that. So, no, it's just an Excel file, or rather a Google Doc, but it has all the links in there. Anyway, stop talking, start scanning.
This will prove to be an important step forward, despite a thorough analysis. I have yet to discover what, if any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous eyes provide. Testing the Advent...
We're committed now. I'm going for mech weapons. Ooh, and there's Liberation 2. It's not a fantastic timer, but it's a doable timer. 5 days 16. That means I would need to cancel something else. This is a recover item for Intel package. We're not cancelling the smash and grab, because that's money. We're not cancelling the dark events. Do we cancel this for the additional soldier? Downside is I have to fly there, cancel, pick them up, fly back, so that loses us like 4 hours on the mission timer. But I don't want the additional soldier. The thing is, we probably have to boost this, so spending 30 intel on a boost. And that's one good reason to not cancel a mission that gives me intel. Unless, hang on. We did get some willpower recovery just now, right? Can we foreman that? Needle grenades, an assault, ranger sharpshooter. I like how the infiltration time doesn't update if you do that. Okay. Get to 120%. So there's a decent chance to take it down one level. Could also still boost it. Like, if we foreman it, it needs to be an extremely light 7 to 9 enemy mission. Conditioning and mobility PCS. It's the campaign of mission greed so far. So let's greet it.
5 by 5.
Avenger plotting new course.
Okay, and if I want to be this greedy, don't really like doing that, but I'm thinking I'm gonna stop going on intel here just until I get some people back, because I don't want a retaliation to spawn right now. Just give me a second here. I'm just gonna go hiding. I'm gonna throw 2 people, 13 people in the haven, right? So I'm actually gonna put 2 people on supply. That is enough that we shouldn't. There's no risk of getting a retaliation, gets us some supply income, and the best thing, you hear that? No, you don't hear it, because Bradford is not complaining, because we have supply income coming in. And we probably, as soon as these 3 missions finish, which all should be around the same time, we go back full intel. Get Edward's attention. That's not a mission we want to do one way or the other. So that's a mission. So every mission, when you succeed it, right, increases the vigilance of the region. Vigilance is kind of an indicator of how much trouble you are causing Advent, and is the main driver of moving strength on the map. So it's basically when Advent thinks, okay, how are my regions looking? Okay, I have vigilance 3 here, vigilance 7 here. You know what? I move 1 point of strength from here to over there. So they kind of move their strength around the map to reinforce regions with low vigilance. As a rule of thumb, you can sometimes say they try to match strength and vigilance, but that's kind of, I don't like that simplification, because it kind of leaves out a lot of other things. Get Advent's attention. So each time you complete a mission, vigilance goes up by 1. Get Advent's attention is a mission that, in addition to that, I want to say gets 2 more vigilance points for that region. So if you really want to create heat in a region to draw in strength, you can do that. You rarely want to, though. The other effect that Vigilance has, while I'm talking about it, is the Avatar program. And you might say, what's an Avatar program? We don't know about it yet. So it gets slowed down based on how much the resistance is a threat, and that is based on your global vigilance, so vigilance from all regions combined compared to the global strength. Obviously we can't see all regions. We have 41 strength on the map. Yeah. And then once we have revealed the Avatar counter, you will see how much we're slowing it down. It's also an indicator, like if that global vigilance gets too high, Advent brings in more strength, more reinforcements from outer space.
Located.
So, alright, that's all good. Who's here on Tango? I'm just trying to see if we are soon in a position where we need to buy Vulture. Right, we want to buy that as soon as possible. I'll probably need the Smash and Grab to complete for that.
Setting course for
And I don't think we have interesting stuff to sell at the black market right now, so okay, let's just fly away here. Boot this quickly, and then this mission is ready. 7 to 9, item recovery. Get us some more intel, get some people leveled up, and see our psionics in action for the first time. Force level is up to 3 now, so we should see... I can never remember if that unlocks any new enemies. Max already at 3, or are they coming at 4? I don't know. I think they're at 4, but don't quote me on that. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.